Yeah, everyone, this is Thermite, and this is the weekly updates. As always, very first link below is Weekly Shonen Jump. Please check it out. Not a whole lot of updates since the last weekly updates. Jump's been chugging along just fine. This stream was 3 hours as opposed to the insane 5 hours from last week. Thank goodness. I mean, it is because I've trimmed Jump down to the series that I really like, plus Our Blood Oath, which, it's only on Chapter 2. This chapter was a lot better than Chapter 1, so I'm giving it a little more time, feeling it out. I'm down to read a series that is, not insanely popping off, but is still very good and gets better over time. But I mean, again, we'll see. Because I do think in the world of Shonen Jump right now, Jump itself does not want to really have that kind of series, for better or for worse. Like a lot of big, great series in Jump, like Naruto or Bleach, I would argue a lot of them had that quality of not immediately popping off. Like Chapter 1, I think for Naruto, I think, is relatively special. Like, it really shows you the ninja world, and it was very unique and weird and different for its time. But, like, Bleach is something that I absolutely would have written off within the first one chapter. Apart from the art style, I guess. But even then, like, there are a lot of series running now that have extremely good art that I am writing off because the art can't carry, the story that is so paper thin to me right now. So, we'll see. Hopefully Our Blood Oath really distinguishes itself in time. In non-weekly Shonen Jump news, you'll notice that on the channel, first of all, I did rename the channel back to Thermite Kitty. It was Dynamite Neko for a while, but the era of Dynamite Neko is currently over. I have been consistently referring to myself as Thermite Kitty this whole time, so it shouldn't really change anything. I do kind of miss the big old black bars, though. Like, that was a sign of protest because I was so mad about my last channel being deleted. But looking at it now, it feels like something's gone. Like, it doesn't have that extreme utilitarian quality to it anymore. Not to mention now you can actually see my signature, which means that if you commit fraud in my name, you now know exactly how to write my signature. Or my character signature, I suppose. This isn't what I actually have on, like, my bank card or anything. Just in case you were trying to commit fraud. Anyways, I did release High Rise Invasion volumes 9 and 10 together as one video. It was High Rise Invasion is the kind of series where I think I might, depending on how the volumes feel, I might do double volumes from now on because it's so good and it's so easy to read. Now, this one's only an hour long because I did lose a big chunk of Volume 10 just due to weird recordy problems. Sorry about that. But, like, I still think it's a decent chunk of content, and at the very end I do talk about what I missed and, my feelings on it. Which sucks because we had a really good Nisei moment in there that I adore, and I think I tried to get across my feelings, but even that's not quite as good as, seeing it in the moment, seeing me scream over it. So the reading other stuff on the channel project is continuing onwards as planned. Just a couple more things, then I'll loop back around to Dorohedoro and then properly maybe finish it off, depending on how I feel about the next volume of Fire Punch, not Fire Force. Because I'm so close to the end of Fire Punch, I might just push forward and do that, just finish it up. Then I've got another Fujimoto series under my belt. We can talk about that more on the server. I guess that's all I really need to say this time. It feels like I just did a weekly update that, was also not super substantial, so yeah, this is fine. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're not on the server, please check it out down below. The full Thermite Kitty experience is where I have all the videos that I can't put on this channel. I really need to do some redirects for some of those, like, did you know I read all of Assassination Classroom? I really want to promote that more because I'm rewatching Assassination Classroom through the Semblance of Sandy Brothers reactions, and it is such a good series. Like, it is maybe one of the most consistently good Weekly Shonen Jump series in the last, 15 years. Like, excluding, Naruto and Bleach, like, the stuff that started in the early 2000s. But yeah, like, of the Saiki Kusuo era manga series, of the new power generation, I feel like S-Class was fantastic, and it really needs more love. Like, it got a lot of love when it was coming out, but it doesn't seem to really linger in people's minds that much, and I think that's honestly a tragedy. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I have to pretend to finish it, and then have another thing that I say, and then I don't actually finish it, but now this is the actual end. Bye for now, yeah.